I always thought it would be cool if you could go back and listen to the day-to-day of today's highest achievers as it happened, as opposed to 30 years later after they've made it. I believe there's a giant disconnect between ground zero and the top floor because we only see the top floor and the top floor only talks about the top. How valuable would that be? And so it goes without saying, but I believe I'll make it there. And this is the documented journey through each level. My name is Bryson Sessions, and you are listening to the Bed Podcast.
You know what? There's actually one more thing that I want to talk about. So in the past, when I did videography, I did a lot of work actually for brands that no longer exist now. So there's one that was called Volst. There was one that was called Works Nutrition. But you know what? I didn't do videography work. I did graphic design. I did some, what else did I do? I did Volst. I was in contact with a couple people who had this company called Gym Soul. I was in contact with a couple people. I wouldn't say people. It was actually, this one was just the brand, but it was called Shape You, I think. Shape You Apparel, just gym clothing. So there was Volst Apparel, Shape You Apparel, Gym Soul, Gym Apparel. Then there's a few coaching brands that I knew of. There's that supplement company, Works Nutrition, which actually had some good shit. I met the guy in person, I think the founder, so that's cool. And I'm trying to think. I think there's a few more, but none of them are around anymore, and I'm sure they haven't been for quite a while. And the reason why I'm even mentioning this is because in my mind, right, this is how I think about how my mentality's been lately. So I think about these brands, how they had so much ambition, they were killing it. I think maybe they had a good thing going, and then now they're no longer a thing. And the only reason for that is because the people behind the project or whatever, the mission, the vision, whatever they had going, they just gave up. Or they decided to change routes, which is fine. But they decided to change routes because it wasn't working. Because if they were making money and everything was super successful, it'd be really crazy for them to just not do it. And of course, you can pursue whatever direction you want in life. But so I was thinking about that, and I was like, dude, why are these brands? Why are they no longer? I'm stretching right now, so if it sounds like I'm getting all nice and cozy with you, that's why. But I was like, why are these brands, why did they quote unquote fail? And in my mind, like I just said, it's just because the people just stopped trying. They stopped trying to pursue their goal. They stopped trying to sell clothes. They stopped trying to push the supplements. They stopped going to expos. They stopped messaging people, whatever the case may be. And I think about that and I'm like, okay, so the only thing I have to do is just not quit and I'll surpass all those guys. The only thing I have to do is not give up. The only thing I have to do is just keep going forward, and then, and then I think about that on the grand scale of everything. Think about that on the long-term vision of everything that I want to do. It's like, okay, well, I just won't ever stop. And that pretty much erases the, what if it doesn't work? Because there's no way that you do something for 80 straight years and then it still doesn't work. There's just no way. As long as you're intense there and you're learning from your mistakes, and you're actually trying, I don't see any scenario where that even happens. And that's 80 years. I'm not even talking 80 years. I'm talking like 10, fucking 5, dude. There's no way you bust your ass 5 straight years and don't have a little bit of something going on that would otherwise prove that, not giving up is the way to go. So it's just more reassurance, man. It's like, okay, as long as I don't give up. I don't know how to articulate what I'm thinking more effectively, I guess, other than I don't know. It's all time stamped here in the podcast. You can hear me say it maybe 15, 20 times now, but I will literally never give up ever. So I don't know. That's the mentality I have. I think it'll be cool to listen to this in 8 years. So that's it. Super short one, but yeah, peace.
Hey, thanks for listening, and a quick reminder here. So this podcast doesn't prioritize professionalism or quality at all. It's just meant to be a shoot from the hip type podcast with the intent just to get a quick message out. So some episodes might be inaudible in 30 seconds and others might be 45 minutes and super crisp sounding. So all these are being made so that by episode 7,305, which is 20 years, we can come back and see the entire playbook of how I made it to wherever I'm going. So thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.